Don't worry, we got it.
Got shit.
All right, welcome back. We are the Bonsai Movie Crew.
Hello.
We are.
Every week we discuss a new fucking movie. This week, well, first let's get to
I'm
our.
real happy about it.
Yeah. Well, it's been a doozy of a week. So, anyway, don't forget about our social media stuff: YouTube, X, all that's pretty colorful stuff down there at the bottom of the screen.
All over the collectibles.
All over the collectibles. Oh, skeet, motherfucker. Sorry. That's exactly what came to mind.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why. See, there's my maturity level.
Windows in the
Yeah, oh
walls.
yeah. See, Dad, you need to straighten up your act and get on with the show, okay?
Here we go.
Whatever.
No, fucked up, wrong.
Not even a minute in.
Hold on. Hang on.
Shut up!
Be mature with your buttons, too. Come on.
Oh, mi scusi.
That's right.
Oh, God.
All right. Hold on.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Language. God.
Keisha.
Being a parent's hard, Karen.
I know.
All right. Anyway, let's get into our creator profile this week. And who wants to do it? I vote Karen
I can do it.
because I know Karen's going to want to do it.
It's Wes Craven.
It's
isn't
Wes
it?
Craven.
Yes, I can do this.
It is
She
Wes
probably,
Craven.
she probably don't even need.
Yeah, I can just do it by
Well,
heart. No,
When
I
was
got
he born?
I couldn't find a biography on him, so I went to Fandom, and that's where I found everything that I need. Or no, yeah, it was on Fandom, I believe, and which is a good place for it, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. I'm probably gonna need to drink a lot of water to get through it. And, I had a hell of a cold. Okay, so Wes Craven. Craven was born in Cleveland, Ohio, the son of Carolyn and Paul Craven. He had a strict Baptist upbringing. Craven earned an undergraduate degree in writing and psychology from Wheaton College in Illinois and a master's degree in writing seminars from Johns Hopkins University before landing his first job in the film industry as a sound editor for a post-production company in New York. Craven briefly taught English at Westminster College and was a humanities professor at Clarkson University with now ex-wife Bobby Chappell. He is the father of Jonathan and Jessica Craven. Jonathan is a writer and a director with a few credits to his name. Jessica is a singer/songwriter in the group the Chapin Sisters. Craven's works tend to share a common exploration of the nature of reality. A Nightmare on Elm Street, for example, dealt with the consequences of dreams in real life. Wes Craven's New Nightmare brushes against but doesn't quite break the fourth wall by having actress Heather Langenkamp play herself as she is haunted by the villain of the film in which she once starred. At one point in the film, we see on Wes Craven's word processor a script he has written, which includes the exact conversation he had just had with Heather, as if the script is being written as the action is unfolding. The Serpent in the Rainbow portrays a man who cannot distinguish between nightmarish visions and reality. In Scream, the characters frequently reference horror films similar to their situations, and at one point Billy Loomis tells his girlfriend that life is just a big movie. This concept was emphasized in the sequels as copycat stalkers reenact the events of a new film about the Woodsboro killings occurring in Scream. Craven also set to direct Beetlejuice, but dropped out to co-write and executive produce the third outing for Freddy Krueger. He says that he got the idea for the Elm Street by living next to a graveyard on Elm Street in his hometown of Wheaton, Illinois.
could you imagine if he directed Beetlejuice?
I don't think it would have been as good.
I don't know.
I hate
man.
to say that, but
It'd be weird.
because part of the magic of Beetlejuice is the look of it.
Yeah,
And
like
you don't
Tim
get that.
Burton's Tim Burton style.
Yeah, you don't get that with.
Yeah, that'd be weird. That'd be an odd one.
Yeah. During his career, Wes Craven won 8 awards and received 3 nominations. He did well at the box office since he was known for his horror/thriller films for the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films. USA, he was nominated for an award for Best Director in 1997 for his hit film Scream. For the Evreux Fantastic Film Festival, he won a Critics Award in 1985 for his hit horror film A Nightmare on Elm Street. In 1992, the Brussels International Festival of Fantasy Film gave him the Pegasus Audience Award for the thriller The People Under the Stairs. For Fantasporto, he won and was nominated for the International Fantasy Film Award for Best Screenplay and Best Film for New Nightmare, the final on A Nightmare on Elm Street movie. He was also nominated for Best Film for the movie Shocker in 1990. The Gerardmer Film Festival granted him the grand prize in 1997 for the movie Scream. In 1977, he won the prize of the International Critics Jury at the Sitges Cannellonian International Film Festival for his film The Hills Have Eyes, which is arguably his worst film.
Yeah, the remake was better.
The remake is way better.
Yeah, that's one of the few instances where I'll say the remake was better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I watched it because I was like, this one I hadn't seen, and I'd seen the remake first.
Last House on the Left is another one of those where
It's like
it was pretty good. The remake was pretty good.
You're like, ooh.
Yeah, the remake was pretty good.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Though there have been 7 different Nightmare on Elm Street films, 9 if one includes the crossover Freddy vs. Jason.
I will
but
say
we
that the
don't.
Nightmare on Elm Street remake was really good too.
You're a liar. You're
I am
such
a fucking liar. That's a terrible fucking movie.
Only 2 have been directed by Craven himself. He has said in several interviews and discussions that he considers only his 2 films to be accurate depictions of his creation. For years, it has been rumored that he would make one more film, essentially completing his trilogy. On August 30th, 2015, Craven sadly passed away at age 76 from brain cancer and is currently being celebrated with a slew of tributes.
He was thinking too big for them Freddy projects.
Wes Craven is a fucking legend.
He wasn't going to make another one.
Wes Craven was a legend.
He considered the New Nightmare like masterpiece. He wasn't going to touch it.
Yeah, I think that's where he was like, all right, I'm done making these. And
he essentially said, like, when he killed Freddy, it's over.
Gotcha.
well, goddamn, they were kicking a dead horse.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, what happened was
What was the last one a good movie?
the New Nightmare is really good. In my
So
opinion, it's the best one.
there was 6 of them before New Nightmare.
Yeah.
And Freddy's Dead was the 6th one. I mean, every one of the movies except for 2, because two is dog shit.
2 is not canon.
2 is junk. That's a
Yeah.
dog shit movie. But other than that, like all the other Nightmare on Elm Street movies, I don't think any of them are bad.
No, they're not.
They're all
bad.
good in
they
their
all
own
lend
way.
Something.
Yeah.
But I think what it was like, so when he made the first one, he had to sign the rights over in order to get it made. And by the time like the other ones had been made, he had enough money to buy it back. So he bought it back and he was like, I'm going to kill it off. Like, this is my creation and I'm done. You guys are done killing it. And he ended it.
And I think that like because they tried to take out Freddy. Freddy's Dead was supposed to be the last one, but it was like he went out in such a stupid. It was such a dumb ending to a legendary franchise like that.
Yeah, they took
bringing them into the world and then blowing them up. Like they've tried this. Like
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was really dumb how they did it, and I really loved how he took it like as if okay, Freddy was like this demon that got caught in a story like a genie in a bottle.
right.
And then when the story died, he got really tired, or he got really used to being Freddy. So he's like, no, I'm going to keep being Freddy. That was really cool to me.
Yeah,
I really liked
it was
that.
a good concept to a movie
Yeah.
for sure. Anyway, what favorite Wes Craven movies? Go.
I really like People Under the Stairs. If I have to go outside of New Nightmare, I
definitely.
really like the People Under the Stairs.
People Under the
Yeah,
Stairs.
it's definitely that one's my
People
favorite.
Under the Stairs.
He made Scream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made all but the new ones, I guess. He made the
Yeah.
first 4.
Yeah.
The
I
first
think
one.
for me, man, I don't know. Wes Craven's done a lot of movies. Yeah, I don't honestly know because he's done.
If I have to go outside of the Nightmare.
People
stuff,
Under Stairs is good.
Yeah.
Trying to think of like, man, what all are his movies? He did Red Eye, which is
Yeah.
okay.
It's okay for a thriller.
Yeah.
The thing with Wes Craven is like all of his movies have some kind of smartness to them. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He was a very intelligent man.
Yeah, he was very smart. I'm gonna have to say, I think Scream, the first Scream movie, might
First
be my
Scream
favorite.
is very good. Yeah.
It's coming in like hard second to Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I always have, but
My
even the
first-
first one isn't my favorite of them. So
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
My first one's always going to be The New Nightmare. The New Nightmare is always going to be my
third one's
first.
always gonna be my favorite.
Yeah.
Let's
I
see
will
here.
always like
Oh
the
yeah,
new
My Soul to
Nightmare.
Take. That was a decent one.
Yeah.
People Under the Stairs. Holy shit, he did Vampire in Brooklyn. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a good fucking movie.
it is.
Um,
I
Hills
think
Have
it's Shudder, too.
Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he did Swamp Thing. Huh,
Mm-hmm.
that's awesome. No, I'm gonna have to say that probably the first Scream movie would be my favorite movie of his. My Soul to Take had a great concept, and I thought it was cool, but they could have done a lot more with it.
Yeah.
I think he was, I don't know, he was trying his hand at a new slasher type deal,
Mm-hmm.
and it just didn't work well for him.
I think when the studios get too far involved is when you start to see some of his
Yeah.
stuff get screwed up.
What is
Well,
Music
that's
of the
most
Heart?
time is what happens.
He did a movie called Music of the Heart.
Never heard of
It's
that.
like
one.
a drama movie or something. It's not even scary. Okay, yeah, but I'm gonna have to say the first Scream movie for sure.
Yeah, mine will always be New Nightmare as far as the Nightmare movies go, and then outside of that, it's gonna
He
be
tried his hands
Upstairs.
at a werewolf movie too called Cursed, and
I like that one.
could have been
actually.
okay if the werewolf wasn't the part that lost me with Cursed was whenever the werewolf came out and flipped him off. I was done at that point. I was like, nope, that's
I
not a
liked
werewolf
it.
movie.
That's awesome.
I
He did
liked
a
it.
Disney movie.
I don't know, did he?
It's called Case Busters.
I don't know.
I never heard of that one.
Never heard
either.
of it.
Was
I
he
don't-
the actor director on that, or was like a voice?
Or is he a producer? Or... I don't think that's all his movies there anyway. He's done a lot of fucking movies.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and move on here. Rest in peace, Wes Craven.
Indeed.
Let's go ahead and get into what everybody's been watching.
What the hell have you been watching?
And I'm going to start with me before I forget. So,
I'm slacking here.
we started watching the new Chucky series or the new season. There's the first 2 episodes are out, so we watched those. It's okay. I don't know. I don't think that the Chucky series is all that great. We
Yeah.
just keep watching it because it's
Director
there.
Wes Craven.
Hmm.
Disney movie.
I'm not a big fan of it, I guess, but we're gonna keep watching it until
I still haven't started it.
yeah. It's just one of them series. Like it's cool. The main reason why I like watching is because it's got Devon Sawa in it.
That and gore is like sometimes really.
It is
good.
extremely gory at times. Yeah, like this last episode we watched, he like literally chopped a woman's head halfway off, and it like bent backward. It was just gore, and it was awesome.
Jeremiah sent me a picture today. I guess it was from that where he was talking about his kid, and he said something about, "Well, I have a gay kid," and the guy was like, "You're okay with that?" And he's like, "Well, he's gender fluid," and he's like, "And you're okay with that?" And he's like, "I'm not a monster."
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Not a monster.
He's like, I'm not a monster. And that's one of the things too that like. So you got to think like this series has been out since the '80s.
Gender
And
fluid.
I don't want to be like that guy, but like Charles Lee Ray is a fucking monster.
Yeah, he is.
He's not gonna like. It's not in his like. It wouldn't be in his like, personality to care about gay people or like gay people. He's probably gonna be calling them every.
And he would have killed Tiffany a long time ago.
Yeah.
I
So
would've
like there's a
killed
lot
her.
of things with the show and the movies even that I'm like, this is fucking retarded. Like they got like the third up until the third one.
I think that's my problem is that like I just can't.
They turned it into a fucking comedy.
Yeah, I can't get
Most
past like
movies-
the trilogy was good, and then Cult of Chucky was good, and what was the other one that had Fiona? I can't
Oh,
remember
Curse of
fucking remember.
Chucky.
Curse of Chucky. and
She was
Cult
in both
Chucky.
of them.
Those were good, but
She's
like,
in the series too.
I can't get with the comedic Chucky. I just can't.
I can't. I don't like it either.
I can't. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I can't get the third and then Curse and Cult were good.
Mhm.
Yeah, those
I
weren't
can't-
bad.
I can't get with
Even
the
those
comedic
weren't that
Chucky
great, though,
movies
yeah.
or any of that. I can't.
I can't
do
see
it.
that Chucky was
I'm waiting
fucking
for Chucky
terrible.
to be in space.
Dude, that movie was mental.
It'd be awesome if Chucky was in space.
Yeah, that I could get behind. At least
Yeah.
it's like legit, and they're doing
Like
it
they know where they are at
purposely.
that
Like,
point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they know where they are.
You know,
It's
whenever they
like-
take a horror movie franchise to space, they're like, oh, they know where they stand now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like this is just their. I
This
don't
was
know.
my
It's
childhood.
yeah. It's
doll
like
or-
it's like
Yeah.
stop.
yeah,
Just
it really is.
fucking
That's what it was for
stop.
me. So, like, the first 3 movies, man, I grew up on those fucking movies. Like I remember watching the third one when it came out
Mhm.
and begging my mom to go rent it. You know, like
Mhm.
let's go rent it at Blockbuster, whatever the fuck it was at the time.
I
And
remember getting the 3 from the video store because somebody was leaving for the night and was going to leave me there alone, and I was going to watch these 3 movies, and they were like, oh, you're going to be scared. And I was like, you don't know me at all.
yeah, we love that
Did
shit.
you get scared?
No.
Yeah, we love that shit. I mean,
No,
I was
they don't.
one of the first horror movies I ever watched was Nightmare on Elm Street. So
Yeah.
that shit, and I was like, I was like 4 or 5 the first
Freddy
time I
was
watched
like
it.
my hero, you know?
Yeah,
like,
so none of that shit bothers me.
no.
Freddie was your babysitter. Don't
Yeah.
I know he really was. No, The Exorcist was my babysitter. That's what mom always called the movie.
But yeah, the new Chucky series,
fuck that movie.
we'll see where it goes. I don't know, man. It's into the 3rd season, so it's doing something right. They haven't
They
canceled
need
it
to
yet.
stop. Like after the 3rd movie of any franchise, honestly, just needs to stop.
I stopped paying attention to most
Not
of
unless you're like something like Harry Potter where there's a story to it.
Well, at least them.
like there's 10
Right.
Saw movies out.
Yeah, and they had
you know?
they had a storyline to follow, and then they
Right.
had
Yeah,
like
they
they
had
had
so
an
many
end
books
end
and-
sight. You know,
Right.
if you have a clear end sight and you have a goal or you
Then
have a
you could have
storyline
more
you're
than 3
following, sure,
movies.
I can get behind that. But
But writing in something like
When it's just
Chucky
a
dies
cash
at the end of
cow.
every movie, man. Like
Yeah.
whenever somebody dies at the end of every movie, you're
I'd be
kind of like, okay, well, that doesn't leave you much room well, he's dead. I guess I can't make
it's
any
kinda
more.
Like, what
you
is
know?
Well, I mean, they kind of did that in Harry Potter. I mean, Voldemort, he died how many times?
it? You're drawing a lot of parallels there.
Yeah, but they-
it's kind
That's
of
true.
the same concept here.
Well, I mean, like every time somebody like that's like Friday
I mean, how
Friday
many
the 13th.
How many
and-
Horcruxes does a guy have to have?
I know.
What is
I'm
it?
telling you.
What did he say in Monster Squad? He was like, well. He died in the last one. He's like, doesn't he die in every single one?
Yeah.
Like whatever movie that was they were talking
Yeah.
about.
But anyway, we've been watching that. We started the 3rd season of Righteous Gemstones. We haven't finished it yet. I never asked you what you thought of.
we still haven't gotten back to it, but I did like the first episode that we watched.
Oh,
It
you've
was
only
funny.
seen one episode?
Yeah, we only seen the one because like we.
Oh,
we
it
started
gets
we
fucking
got into other
crazy. Yeah,
stuff,
you guys
and, like,
haven't seen shit yet if
Yeah.
you've only seen the first
We're
episode.
gonna get back.
It
to
gets wild.
We'll get back to it. We got into it right before October, but I have a rule in October. I don't watch anything but scary stuff.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
Like TV shows,
Right.
movies, nothing. Like there's nothing but scary stuff at my house. During
I love the Righteous Gemstones. That
I
shit
need
is
to go to your
fucking
house then,
hilarious,
what the
dude.
heck?
I think
You
season
can
2
educate me.
Yes.
season 2 gets pretty wild. I think season 2 so far is the best season. But there's just so many good characters in the show that you can't pick a favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I was introduced to I think most of them, so they're it's
I think my
definitely
favorite would
entertaining.
have to be the youngest one's best friend,
Is
who's
it
an
the
ex.
atheist guy?
He's an ex. Yeah, he's not an
Or he
atheist.
was an atheist.
No, he
or
was a
whatever.
Satanist.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was a Satanist.
He was there in the first one, like
Yeah, he gets,
house
like-
sitting or whatever.
He's so awkward and weird, and
Yeah,
I love him. He's my
he's
favorite.
like, why don't you hang out, and watch or play some video games? He's like, nah, man, I need to get home and like take a shower. And he's like, well, you could have took a shower. He was like, no, that's weird.
No, that's weird.
like looking around like there's cameras or something. He's like,
No,
oh,
that's weird. He's like the best character, man. Him and BJ, like, which is the lady's husband. Well, I think they're married. I don't know if they're married yet in the first season, but BJ's awesome too. He's so fucking cheesy. He's trying to be Fly, and
Oh, the sisters.
yeah, the
they're
sisters.
not married
Oh man,
yet.
yeah,
they're
they
not
get
yet.
married and shit. He's awesome. He's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
he got like a nose job in the first one. Trying
Yeah,
to, like, be cool
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
And
yeah.
somebody like elbowed him in his nose
Mhm.
like after he got it worked on.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, I also started The Fall of the House of Usher on
Oh yeah. How's
Netflix.
that?
I've only seen the first episode, and it's pretty awesome. So I'm really digging the vibe of the show. So
I'm really
and
looking forward to
what's her
watching
face?
that.
I don't know her name. The actress who
Which
played
one?
the main actress. She was in like
Is it the one that was in Son-in-Law?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember her name.
Did I watch anything with her? And
Dude, she's amazing.
she's fucking
She's
gorgeous. I
amazing.
love that woman. She's
She was
hot.
in Gerald's Game.
Yeah,
She's
Gerald's
in
Game.
So much good. She is
She's in Sin
amazing.
City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is
You
amazing.
can see her naked in Sin City. Just saying.
Yeah.
What? I'm a dude.
She see
Yeah, she's hot. I mean, I can't
Well,
help
we
it.
saw a lot of them in this movie. So.
Yeah, there were a lot.
There were a lot.
It starts out with tits, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Yeah, right?
That's Tales from the Crypt. There's a lot of nakedness.
Yeah,
in
there's a
Tales
lot of
from the
nudity
Crypt.
in
Yeah,
Tales
and then
from
you
the
got the skeleton guy calling like the audience kitties.
Well, that's
He does that all the
that
time.
was
Yeah,
what
that
Tales
was-
from the Crypt was
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
It was like he would call
His
kitties
audience,
and boys and ghouls and
You got to think
they-
back then. Horror was it was comic book based, so
Mhm.
like Creep Show and shit like that. It was all about comic books,
Yeah.
and it was always everything always had a comic book theme with
Mhm.
horror movies or shows, I should say.
That was one
Well,
thing I
most of
enjoyed
those
about
were comic books back.
That's
in
what
the
I'm
50s,
saying.
Yeah. So like they just took the
Like
comic
horror
books
comics
they
and stuff were a
yeah,
big thing back in the 80s and 90s and shit.
Yeah. Well, they were originally 50s and 60s comics, and then they just took them and they adapted
I'd like to
them.
collect some of them old fucking
Good luck
comic
finding
books.
them.
Oh,
I've
I'm
looked.
sure.
I've
Yeah.
looked.
But I think that's. I watched Kubo in the 4 Strings, I think it's called, or something like that. Kubo.
I've never heard of that.
It's a stop motion animation movie about a kid who loses his
And a
eye
monkey.
and a monkey and a
Okay, so the
beetle
description
samurai.
sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Speed Racer, monkey and a kid.
but it was pretty good. We they came over and the sister-in-law came over and watched it with Jackson, so I was watching it with him.
The 2 strings.
Yeah, Kubo and the 2 Strings. It's pretty good movie. It's got a little.
The description sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've seen the art. Yeah.
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 It's good. It was good. I'd never seen it before, but I love anything Japanese, so I don't give a shit.
Sure.
I love Japanese stuff. Anyway, that's
Nothing
all
wrong
I
with that.
watched. Eric, what'd you watch?
I haven't really watched much. I've been kind of keeping up with Mythbusters. Started watching Scrubs again.
Oh, I could watch that over and over and over
Well,
again.
I literally started like yesterday, so
Oh, I
I'm
can
like
watch it.
only like second episode in.
I think it's just Zach Braff. I don't like him.
I can ignore him for the rest of the show. Like Dr. Cox is my favorite.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
The
him.
janitor.
The
Oh my
janitor.
God.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I love it when
can
they find out
ignore-
that they find out that the janitor was actually in Speed.
I think one of my
Yeah.
favorite things about my favorite gags in that show is Rowdy. Anything to do with Rowdy, like the dead dog. Like he's got him like humping his leg. He's like, "No, Rowdy, stop!" Like that
And
kind
the
of shit.
dog's like creeping Elliot out, and he keeps putting the dog in front of like, the doors. and shit.
Yeah, so every time she walks, she's like, "Ah!"
But yeah, that's really all I watched. I really haven't watched anything else this week. Been so damn busy.
All right, Karen, what'd you watch?
I finished that Ghost Through My Life show, but there was only like 2 episodes left, so I guess I watched a lot of it last week. And then I watched Slaughterhouse.
Oh,
Do
I
you remember
saw
why I
that.
really wanted to watch that. It actually was not as bad as it looked. I thought it was going to be really stupid, but it was, but it wasn't like over the top stupid. It was just the right amount of stupid. It was really good. Like it was funny. It was really funny.
I saw they have the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey on. Was it on Peacock or something?
Is it part 2?
No, the first one.
Oh no,
Because I hadn't seen it yet. I thought about watching. I was
Good
like,
luck.
I don't know. I know that the second one is
I
coming
didn't care
out.
for the first one.
I know the second one's coming out, and it's going to have Tigger in it too.
Yeah, I'll probably
So-
watch the second one just because I want to. See, but like the first, I didn't care for the first one.
I don't know. I might watch it. I know that
I
Five Nights.
thought you did watch it. I thought
I hadn't watched it. No, I know that Five Nights at Freddy movie is coming out.
Yeah,
this
I'm gonna
month.
take Jack to watch it.
You don't- it's gonna be on Peacock.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's going to be on Peacock the same day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I'll take him to watch it.
That's what, because I know, like, Jenny was over and she was like, disappointed. I go watch that stupid movie. I was like, it's going to be on Peacock. Just stay home and watch it. She's like, oh, thank God.
Wait, why can't?
Because she didn't want to take Faith to the movies to watch a movie that she didn't want to see. I was like, just watch it at home.
Wait,
I do want to see it.
Why can't?
I want to see
Karen-
it too, but, like, Jenny doesn't want to watch it.
Oh.
Why can't Karen and Jack come watch it over here?
Yeah, we could have a watch party.
I don't care what we do.
I want to watch a movie so bad. I work that day.
Oh, it sucks.
I know.
Are you that Friday or
I work 11 to 6.
On
6.
Friday?
Yeah.
You get off and come home and watch it right after
but I
work.
don't want to watch it without you guys.
11 to 6. We'll be home.
Yeah, we'll have a watch party that evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What day is it?
I'm pretty sure I work the 6.
Well, it
Or
comes out
26th?
the 27th, right?
Yeah.
So why not?
Wrong button.
So are we all?
What is
coming
today?
to do
Today's
this?
the 17th.
Shoot.
Yeah. It comes out in 10 days, guys.
Hold on.
Or
Here, I got you.
does it come
What's
out on the
going
28th? No, it comes out in 10
It comes
days.
out on
guys.
Friday, next Friday.
So we all coming out to watch this? Or
Fuck it, dude. Let's all
Yeah.
chill out and watch it, man. Hell, maybe I even get the projector out and just put it on the screen. If it's not,
No, I work
If it's not too
3:30 to
cold.
9.
yeah.
Okay.
You work till 9?
Yeah. 3:30 to 9. I'll figure something out.
Can I go home early?
I don't feel so good.
Yeah. Huh, huh.
Is there
Is
anybody
it?
that can
It's a
cover my
Friday.
shift?
I can switch shifts with someone if I wanted to.
You better try. Anyway,
So Slaughterhouse, it wasn't as bad as it looked. It was
Is
just
really
pretty funny.
slow?
No, really fast.
Really fast.
Yeah.
Is it blur?
Huh?
Is it all a blur? Done.
Pet Cemetery Bloodlines.
like Zootopia.
Yeah. Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. That was decent. It was decent.
It's not getting very good reviews, but I've thought about watching it. It's a
Well-
series, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie?
Yeah, it's a short movie. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes.
Really? Because I know it's got David Duchovny in it, and he plays what's his face?
He doesn't play Judd.
Oh, I thought he was Judd.
No, Judd is young. He's like barely 18.
Oh, okay. So Judd is a younger one.
Mhm.
Okay, all
Judd
right.
is like a kid, and it's about Judd and his friends. But I guess the problem I have is that they changed certain things about the story, and I understand why they changed it because to fit the narrative or whatever.
Right.
But the story that was actually in the book for the kid and all of that is actually how he told it in the movie. Because he does tell it, and Judd tells the story in the movie. And it's much more tragic. And in my opinion, it was better told in the story and in the movie. But it's not bad if it's on its own, like its own movie. It's not terrible.
Okay.
Evil Lives Here. I continued watching that, and then we watched last night All Hallows Eve 1 and 2. Don't watch 2. That's it.
I'm gonna watch 2 just.
I've
Go
never
ahead.
seen.
I'll
I've never
skip
seen either of them. I know it's got Art the Clown in them though.
Yeah, we bought all of them, and then we watched All Hallows Eve because I watched All Hallows Eve when it first came out, and I barely remembered it. I didn't remember any.
Are they gory? Like really gory?
Yeah. But there's 3 stories in it, and 2 are good. One is that dog shit, but
I'm wondering if I watched part of one of them. I can't remember.
one has to do with like a train station. The other one has to do with aliens, and then the other one is like a gas station.
Which one was the one that sucked?
The alien one.
I'm sure it
Go
did.
figure.
It was dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most alien stuff is, so, like...
Well, my opinion on alien stuff is the same as like paranormal movies. I really love paranormal movies. I don't really care for alien movies, but my opinion is the same. You have to do it right, or it
Mhm.
turns out hokey.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's all I got.
Madison, what'd you watch?
I can't remember if I said it last week or if I watched it, like, this week, but Corpse Bride, I'm pretty sure I watched it this week.
You said you meant to last week. but
Yeah,
you never
I
did.
Yeah.
remember us talking about it last week.
Yeah.
You saying you did.
I did watch it this week, and then I watched The Walking Dead, like an episode or 2, but I did manage to fit in the Trolls movie.
You mean like what Trolls movie?
Yeah, I was about to say which Trolls movie we're talking.
Oh, you mean like the animated singing one?
Oh,
Yeah,
With
I figured that's what
Anna
she's talking
Kendrick?
about.
Oh,
She's
okay.
definitely not talking about Trolls 2.
I was gonna say, you talking about like Trolls, like
Trolls
the
or-
horror movie, or
Definitely not.
Oh
No.
my god.
oh my god, that's the second one.
Yeah, that's
I
the
know.
second one.
Definitely the more superior one.
Definitely. The first one's just a
Most
straight up
notable
trying
one.
to be a horror movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I think. Well, so was the second one. It was. If
I know
you,
the
if
guy
you knew
was
the
legit
director.
I know he was
yeah,
legit
if you
trying.
knew the director was like all about it.
He was
and-
serious business.
Yeah. So.
Which I don't know how you look at the finished product of that movie and go, yeah, I was serious. Like,
I
I'd
bet
been
he's
like, yeah, I meant to do that.
I bet he does now. I bet he is now. I bet he's
No,
going back on
He
it.
went to his grave like that was a serious, legit scary movie, and everybody around him was like, yeah, sure it was.
I heard he was a fucking asshole to work for too.
For sure. Well, yeah, if he thought that was a legit scary movie, he was definitely was an asshole.
Half of them people were like, residents of the town didn't know what the hell they were doing, and he's like,
no.
so.
I'm sure those actors
Tighten my belt so I don't feel hunger pains. Your sister and your mom are gonna have to do the same thing. Like the most deadpan fucking acting ever. Anyway.
That's all you watched?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, well, I guess this is where we start talking about the movie.
Let's talk about the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that we're here to do.
See?
Yeah, see? Oh, anyway, this week we watched Demonite. Tales from the Crypt movie from 1995.
5.
It's really that new? I thought it was older.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was like earlier 90s.
95 because I think the series ended 92 or 93.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then they came out with the movies
Later.
Later
like
on.
the following years. Yeah,
That's
I'm pretty
cool.
sure that's how it went down.
That's cool, though. Definitely a fucking good movie, for sure. Anyway, who wants to read the movie?
I have the synopsis.
You want to read the synopsis? Oh, yeah, I guess we got to do that. I'm on it today.
Ex-soldier Frank Breaker is the guardian of an ancient key that can unlock tremendous evil. The sinister collector is a demon who wants the key so he can initiate the apocalypse. On the run from wicked mercenaries for almost 90 years, Breaker finally stops in at a boarding house in New Mexico where, with the help of its residents, he plans to face off against the collector and his band of ghouls, preventing them from ever seizing the key. Billy Zane is the collector, William Sadler is Frank Breaker, Jada Pinkett Smith is Geraldine, and I don't know how to say her name. I think it's just CCH Pounder is Irene, and Brenda Blake.
Oh,
was
she got pounded.
Cordelia. Yeah, she did. Oh,
She
and
got
of
pounded.
course Dick Miller, Uncle Willie. There's actually a lot of names in here. Thomas Hayden Church was Roach. Yeah, that's it.
So
That's as far as I'm gonna go.
I wonder if Billy Zane, if it's the same Billy Zane that got eaten by a critter. He got so
That's
pissed
the
off,
same.
He just wanted to.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
that's
he just
that
came
was
back
what
as a
happened.
demon?
Yeah,
Yeah, he came
Yeah.
back as a demon because he was so mad.
Darkness.
It might be.
He was so mad he got
Fucking
eaten by
critters.
a critter that he became a collector.
After. And it's all because he followed around that fucking Biff Tannen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, followed around
Probably.
Biff,
Mm-hmm.
and then what happened? He gets eaten by a critter
Yeah,
because
when
he
he
was
lived in
pursuing
New
some
York,
girl.
he followed around Biff, and then he moved to the sticks, and that fucking girlfriend got him killed,
That's
and then
why
he went to
became-
hell,
yep,
and he
became a
became a
demon.
collector. We figured it out. That's why he's so. That's why he's so salty.
Yeah, he's pretty mad. All right, who wants to read this? It's not super long, so
I can.
He came back as Phantom
There you
after
go.
he would get hit. After he.
Then the Phantom, after he made his amends,
Yeah.
came back as a
Careful
good
touching
guy.
that wire. All right, Madison's gonna read the movie for us. Hold on, we got to do. Would you guys watch and recommend? Eric,
Oh yeah, definitely. That's not the first time I've seen it.
Right.
I've watched it plenty of times.
Karen.
Yes, yes, 100%.
Madison.
Yeah.
I would totally
I gotta
recommend this
see
movie.
that.
This movie's just
Review.
fun.
It is.
It is a
so
fun fucking movie. Like it is a straight horror movie. There's no.
Cowboy shit.
I mean, there's a couple of comical parts. There's some
it's,
comedy
it's,
to
it's
it.
very much Tales from the Crypt.
It is,
It has that comedic sense, but if it was really happening, you'd be scared shitless.
Oh, 100%. That's one series that I wish they would just bring back. They wanted to redo
They
all.
fuck it up now, though.
I
feel
no,
like.
because you bring in some of these newer directors,
yeah,
man,
if you get some of the right directors, it would.
and some of these new actors and stuff. It'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
I knew when I was a kid, I could not watch this.
No, I was
Those-
gonna ask you. Did
Those
you get?
fucking demons scared the shit out of me.
They
Yeah.
were freaky looking.
I was
man.
gonna ask
Yeah.
you. Did you get like PTSD when you heard
Kinda,
the
yeah,
theme
like
song come on?
Vietnam flashbacks. Like, oh fuck.
Like when the theme
Hold
song
me,
came on, did
Kendra.
you try to run back in your room? Like, no, I don't want to watch it.
Hold me, Kendra. Hold me.
No, I mean that movie literally, like those demons scared the shit out of me when I was a
They
kid.
are creepy.
Like the first time they pop up and they're like sitting there, like I was like, oh no, fuck you.
They have that- and it's so weird because they got those like fucking like
Top knots. And
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
like
hair,
piercings and
yeah,
everything
so
else.
like at first
Fucking-
you're kind of like, what?
the hoops.
Yeah.
I was never scared of them, and like it kind of solidified it because like that one that starts laughing, I was
Right.
like, what?
What the fuck was that shit?
But I mean, like, you know, I can see like how if you were just looking at them straight on, how scary that would be, like as
for
a
sure,
kid,
yeah,
especially.
Yeah.
But you know, if you stay around long enough to
You
watch
realize,
them,
yeah.
you realize that they're, you know, it's not scary, but like, yeah. It is a horror movie, but it does have the comedic flair.
Yeah.
Just like every Tales from the Crypt episode ever.
I agree. And I think that it's definitely something that, like, if you can get past the nudity,
Yeah.
and it's not like, I wouldn't even say it's like super gory.
No.
No,
I mean,
the gore.
I would say it's more shocking and like with
I
like
think the gore that's there is needed. It's there like when
Oh,
it's
definitely.
supposed to be.
some of the horror in it kind of reminds me of like It a little bit.
Yeah, I think like when
Or
it's
not
there,
It. I'm sorry, not It. The Thing.
Yeah, like well, I would say that the gore that's there is needed because you need that shock value sometimes to show like these are ruthless.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
to
yeah.
show like, okay, yeah, we've got these comedic moments, but hey, by the way, they'll fucking kill you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Like this isn't a joke.
Reg
You know?
found that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah, he
mean-
found it out real fast.
Yeah.
Anyway, that sounds like a pretty good recommend. Madison, you go ahead and kick off.
Yes.
We may
Demon
interrupt.
Knight. What?
I said we may interrupt here and there.
We always do.
If we get into a topic, we'll interrupt you.
No, I know.
She's like, yeah, I'm prepared.
Demon Knight. This is a prologue. On a film set, the Crypt Keeper is attempting to direct an installment of the television show despite his disapproval of the lead actor's talent. Upon becoming aware of the viewer, he prefers his latest project. It says proffers, by the way, so you know.
Well, this is Grammarly, so it should whatever it says. Yeah,
Well, it's wrong. It's not how you spell prefer.
I don't think it's supposed to say prefer. I think it's supposed to say proffer.
He
Proffers.
He proffers his last project. That don't sound right.
Okay.
Which he hopes will get him into Hollywood. Demon Knight.
Hold on. So,
The
Wait.
story begins.
oh yeah. So
One more
it's
time.
funny because whenever the girl was in the bathtub and she was naked, Madison's like, "Why are her boobs so round?" I was like,
No, I said
"Because they're
so
fake
big.
or so big." Yeah, she's, "Why are they so big?" I was like, "Because they're fake."
You guys remember what Robin Williams said about fake boobs?
Huh?
They're like Nazis. They don't laugh. They don't sing. They're just, I'm walking here.
It's exactly what they are. Like, it's
They
funny
don't
because,
bounce. They don't,
yeah.
like, they're
like
just,
I feel like
there.
watching a movie and like sometimes if there's nudity in a movie with Crystal, like I'm like, she's gonna yell at me for this. But like whenever I see fake boobs, it's like that doesn't count.
no.
You know, that doesn't count
She
because
said
it's all- it's
Joseph.
plastic.
it'd be well. She said that because you were watching it.
So?
I look back and I was like, I was kind of making fun of it a little bit, and I thought for sure she was gonna get mad. She didn't get mad at me, but I was like, but like fake boobs aren't the same. Like I don't think they should count.
Mm-mm.
So because like fake boobs are just
No, it's like having a stress ball.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's
Not even
essentially, I mean,
yeah,
actually,
they
probably
don't
a
do
stress ball
anything. They're
feels
not
better.
fun to look at. You know they're fake. It's like you might as well just be looking at Barbie's boobs. You know what I mean? Like that's
Literally a balloon.
yeah. They're just
Yeah,
like they
really.
look like a balloon. Yeah,
That
under
don't know.
skin. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, I watching this time, like, and I remember the first time I saw the Crypt Keeper get up and walk, like when I was a kid watching this, and the first time I seen him get up and walk, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right.
And then like I'm
Because they
watching-
actually put a budget into it.
yeah, and then like I'm watching it this time, I'm like, oh, you can tell it's like a green screen head.
Oh yeah, for
but
sure.
like I just remember being a kid and being like, whoa, he's walking.
I know. I thought the same thing too. Like I remember being a kid watching this and thinking like, dude, the Crypt Keeper, like he's up. It's like full view
Yeah.
of him
I
walking.
was like, he's walking around. Wow.
First time I thought, seeing it, I was like, what skinny kid did they get to play him?
Or the part where he's getting out of the limo and you can see him walking through the
Yeah.
crowd.
Mhm.
You're
You
like,
can tell it's a kid.
oh, you can
walking
tell it's
there
some like kid
with a
or
wig.
yeah. It's so weird. Anyway, go ahead.
The story. On a New Mexico desert road, a drifter named Frank Baker is in a chase with
Great score.
Breaker.
Great score.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for
That-
sure.
The intro to this movie is like unmatched.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the swell, when the
Yeah.
swell hits and it pans
who
down
sings
and
that
lands right
song?
on.
Who is that?
That's a filter.
Filter? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
When
Yeah,
that
because I
swell
know
happens.
this is the first time I've heard that song in a movie, but it's such a good
Second
tone
time
setter.
Second time I've heard it. I can't remember. It was a car chase scene. I'm trying to think what movie that was in.
But this was the first time it was ever used in a movie because Filter
Yeah.
actually made the song, and I believe they hadn't released the song yet. And it was somebody from the studio heard it and asked if they could put it in the movie before the song was even released.
That's pretty badass, though.
Yeah. They heard it and then they were like, oh, that would be perfect because that swell happens right when it lands on Billy Zane's face. Like, it's just that swell happens and it lands and it's like...
It's really good.
fucking
I've heard it in another movie
hits.
before, and it has the same effect,
Yeah,
too.
it
You're like,
hits.
it's a good song for something like that. You know, even today, if you put it in a new movie today, it would still have that same effect. You're
Yeah.
like, God damn, just
But
that build
but
up.
this was the first time that it ever did that, and it was even before that movie or that song was released, and it just like it lands,
Mhm.
man.
It works.
Okay.
A drifter named Frank Breaker is in a chase with a pursuer called the Collector. The vehicles crash and Breaker flees and meets the local drunk Uncle Willie. Willie takes him to a decommissioned church that now serves a boarding house for most of the townsfolk.
So the inside of this church / boarding house looks badass.
Mm-hmm.
Like the inside, like the grittiness of it. I love the big open area down at the bottom, like almost like the lounging area.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it doesn't even look like a church to me. It just looks like a fucking old hotel.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
I
So-
didn't see where it could have been a church other than the
Yeah.
windows, how they
Right.
had the windows.
It
like
looks
that.
more like an old hotel than anything.
Yeah, yeah,
So, but I think it looks badass.
it
and
does.
I
The
would
way
totally
that-
live there.
Yeah, they did a great job
Yeah.
with the
Even the
set there.
outside design and everything looks awesome.
The
like that.
outside of it even looks like it could have been a church.
Yeah.
It's just the inside, like that open area, isn't big enough. If
That
were a
it doesn't
church,
look
it's
like there was any sort of stage could have been there for a
No.
church or anything like that. It looks like the lobby
Unless-
of a hotel.
unless they literally like did reconfigure it
Maybe.
to be a boarding house. But I mean,
But even then, I'm saying like that upstairs area and with that those are blatantly rooms.
right,
And then downstairs looks like a hotel lobby,
right.
like an old
The
hotel
only thing
lobby.
I can say is that like a lot of churches have a kitchen.
Hmm.
A lot of churches have basements, and then some churches have rooms like bathrooms and stuff, and like office areas and stuff. I don't know if it has that many, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying like the lounge area is what throws me. It's not big enough
Yeah.
for
For
like
a
a bunch of
church.
pews
Yeah.
and things like that, unless like those stairs were out of the way. Really,
Right.
To
Yeah.
me, it looked just more like a bunker.
Yeah,
Some sort of
kind of does.
bunker.
look like
I
a
just
bunker.
think it looked like an old hotel.
It does.
That's
It
what
really
I think.
does.
With the open downstairs being like the lobby area, it looked like an old hotel to me. So don't
Really
get me wrong.
Small hotel.
Yeah,
but
it's a small hotel, but yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Mm.
Is just a hotel. Anyway, go ahead.
He rents a room and observes the residents, owner Irene, prostitute Cordelia, postal clerk Wally, and an itinerant convict on work release named Geraldine, which is Jada Pinkett
Mm-hmm.
Smith. A misogynist cook named Roach arrives and informs the group about a theft attempt on his employer's car. Unaware it was Breaker, and a suspicious Irene calls the sheriff. Sheriff Tupper and his deputy Bob encounter the Collector, who convinces them that Breaker is a dangerous thief. And they
Airbags, gotta love them. I love when he gets.
Yeah, he plays it very straight laced until he gets to the.
I really like how they play on that too. Like they even play the audience a little bit because even before, like you don't know.
Mm-mm.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't know these two from Adam.
And
And
I was
so-
sitting there, I was like, oh, who's the bad one?
Right.
He seems like
And
it,
as the
but-
audience member, you've seen Billy Zane, you've seen William Sadler. And before this, I'd only seen William Sadler play bad guys or like Death and
Death and
yeah,
Bill
and
Ted.
which could be a bad guy, I guess, whatever. And Billy Zane, I'd only ever seen him play like good-ish guys, you know? Like
He's
seen
always
him-
been that douchey. I don't know, man. Like, well,
it
I
could
don't
go
know.
either way for Billy Zane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I'm watching it as a kid and going like, it's probably Breaker's the bad guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're literally like as
One person I know was having fun with this movie was Billy Zane.
oh, for sure.
He was having a blast. You
Yeah.
could see it.
But like, you know, I'm just saying like as the audience, even you're going, Breaker's probably the bad guy.
Right, yeah.
And then when he grabs, you know, Jada and, you know, puts the knife up to her throat, you're almost like 100% certain. Like it plays the audience just
it
as
does
much
play
as it
the
plays
audience in that it would be harder to pull that off today
Mm-hmm.
because you can read it a little better, a little easier
For sure.
today, like in
Mhm.
movies, but like back then it was different. Like it was
Well,
a
in
different
Tales from
time.
the Crypt movies, like shows in general, they were so hard to read anyway.
Yeah. You didn't know who was
Yeah,
going
I
to
mean-
survive or
It was kind of easier to read on this one since Billy. I mean, right off the bat, Billy Zane he's getting shot and he just runs his car straight into the other one.
Well,
without flinching. Like
sure.
he's coming straight in full bore, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, but you know, at the same time, you don't know what his you know, motivation is. You know that they're both probably supernatural beings, so he's not scared of dying. But whatever he's coming after him for is important. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you even as the viewer, you know, if it's your first time watching it, you're not 100% sure who the bad guy is just yet.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was confused.
See, like Madison would be
She's a first time viewer,
watcher.
so yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
Okay. Sheriff Tupper and his deputy Bob encounter the Collector, who convinces them that Breaker is a dangerous thief, and they set out after him following Irene's call. At the boarding house, Tupper and Bob learn that both cars were stolen and arrest Breaker and the Collector. But the Collector kills Tupper by punching through his skull. Driven outside by a key-like artifact Breaker possesses, the Collector draws his own blood on the sand and produces an army of demonic
One of the
creatures.
funniest parts.
That's the best part in any movie.
It is the best part. How
Fuck
does
this
it?
cowboy shit.
Hold up, motherfuckers!
All you do is give me the goddamn key.
hold up, motherfuckers!
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
part.
He had a full blast just doing that.
Oh, fuck yeah. One thing that drives me nuts in this movie is everybody says Geraldine's name differently. It's Geraldine, Geraldine.
I don't think anybody actually knew her name or how to pronounce it. I don't think the director was like too keen on like correcting anybody.
No, everybody says her name differently.
Yeah.
Like, which one is it?
I'm confused. Which one is it?
I thought
How
it
do you
was-
say
I thought
her
it was
name?
Geraldine.
What's my name?
I think it is Geraldine, but like
No, it's Geraldine. It's Jerylyn. Geraldine.
oh, there's no D in there. So
no,
it's
there's
just
no
Geraldine.
D. It's Geraldine. It's-
Geraldine.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Geraldine.
They're like Geraldine, Geraldine, Gerald.
Geraldine.
I think I even hear him say Geraldine at some point.
I don't know, but like every time you heard somebody say her name, it was different. It's like, can somebody just?
And
can
she's
we
not
have some
even. You think she'd be
consistency?
the type of person to correct somebody like it's Geraldine.
Yeah, I think the only ones that call her Geraldine is Breaker, the Collector, and Uncle Willie. I think they're the only three people that call her Geraldine.
It's probably because they're the only ones that pay attention to her.
Probably.
Breaker uses blood from the artifact to create seals on the doors and windows, keeping the creatures out, and tells the group they must wait out the night. Unable to get in, the Collector uses psychic powers to seduce Cordelia and possess her. Cordelia kills Wally and cripples Irene before Breaker kills her. I really thought she was gonna, last. I don't know why.
Who?
The prostitute.
Oh no, she's a goner.
I didn't really understand her and Roach's relationship.
I didn't either. The best part, one of the best lines was he's like, it was more like a lube job and a tune up, like a tune up and a lube job.
You ever had your car worked on? It's kind of like that. Shut up, Bob. My nipples are smoking.
My nipples are smoking.
Yeah, I just didn't understand their relationship because she's like a prostitute, but he gets there and she acts like he's her boyfriend. But then, and then he pushed her. Did you guys notice that? Jeremiah didn't notice that, but
whenever
when they were outside,
Oh yeah,
He
did.
Yeah, he pushed her.
he
Yeah.
pushed her into the demons or whatever. And I mentioned that, and he was like, "No, he didn't." I was like, "Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he did.
He pushed her."
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he pushes her out there. Roach is a fucker, man.
Dude, he is a fucking
he'd have been the first
cockstain.
one I threw out to them fucking demons. Like,
Oh
here
my
you can have
God.
him. Like,
no shit. Take
He's-
him.
if it
We
wasn't
don't
for
need
him, they could have survived the night easily.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no shit. No
Yeah.
shit. but you know that there's always that one.
There's always that
asshole.
one fucking guy. He even explains to him like if giving them to the key is gonna like
It
end
fucks
it
everybody.
ends the world.
It fucks
And he still
everybody,
takes it
including
from
you,
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen the actor that plays Roach ever play anything like a good guy. In anything.
He was in a few TV shows where
He's
he
been
played
in
a good
movies
guy.
and stuff.
Like,
He's
He
been a
was
good guy.
good guy in the third Spider-Man, I thought.
Oh,
He's
Oh,
Sandman.
yeah, he
He's
played
Sandman.
Sandman, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But he's been in other movies and stuff. He's played like kids as dads, and he's
Mhm.
he's been a good guy in other stuff.
Yeah, I just remember I seen a few TV shows where he was a good guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like him as an actor, though. I think he's
Yeah,
a cool
he is
dude.
a good actor, but he played.
This is probably
Yeah.
his lowest of the low kind of
Yeah.
role.
Oh,
You know
man,
what I mean?
no doubt,
for
man. He
sure.
was a fucking cock.
Because I liked him. I thought he was perfect as Sandman. He was a great Sandman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was the first thing I ever saw him in. So after this, every time I seen him, I'm like, oh, you're an asshole. But he wasn't always an asshole.
The group attempts to escape through the old mine tunnels under the building, but the other town folks, under demonic possession, drive them back into the church and upstairs until the seal on the landing stops them. The residents demand an explanation, and Breaker reluctantly tells them the history of the key following the creation of Earth by God. By God. There were demons in the darkness who used 7 keys to focus the power of the cosmos into their hands. When discovered, God created light that scattered the demons and the keys across the universe. The artifact that Breaker holds is the last key they need to reclaim power, and to protect it, God had a thief named Sirat.
Xeric.
Fill the artifact with the blood of Jesus Christ at the crucifixion, which is what creates the seals that repel the demons and prevents them from touching it. The guardians of the key... whoops. No, stop.
Oh,
Quit.
I reached the bottom.
technology.
Okay.
Are you lost?
No. The guardians of the key, immortal while holding it, have since been passing it on, refilling it with their own blood when they die. Breaker received the key from a superior officer during World War I. Danny disappears in Gerlin.
So who had it? So was it the same guy who had it from Jesus? Like whenever he got the blood of Jesus inside of it, is he the same guy that died during the war, or was he Because I know that he
there's
told
a
the story.
succession of people.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Because he explained it as
When it's
he
passed
got it-
down, you just get that history of like who all's had
right,
it. So we didn't see the whole history.
right.
It was just giving us like a little thumb.
That's what I wasn't sure because I couldn't
of
tell
it.
if he was the same guy or not because
No,
he had the same
the
complexion.
first
and
one we
everything.
see, I believe, is Cyric, the thief.
Yeah,
And then the next one we see is just the soldier that gave it to him. So we're getting a very compressed version of the history of where the key's been.
seeing.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, man, if he held it for that long, he held it for close to 1,500, well, more than that even. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, like almost 2,000
yeah,
years.
almost 2,000 years.
before he finally had to give it up.
No, you're seeing a succession. Like he's just showing you like the first and the last. But I'm sure that when you get the key, you get the whole history. That's why,
Right.
like, you see those flashes. But yeah, we just see a very compressed version.
Because if you think about it, if you want to go on that like sort of thing, like because if that dude actually held it for almost 2,000 years, Breaker didn't have that long in comparison.
No, but I mean, like, it was kind of neat when he gave it to her because, like you're looking at Breaker and, he got in World War One, and he says, it might be a day, it might be a lifetime, it might be 3 lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of neat to hear that they don't all have the same timeline.
See, now they could always do a sequel to a movie like this where
Mhm.
they bring back Jada Pinkett Smith
Let's
to play
not,
that
though.
role, but
Like, we could just get a different one. at
yeah,
this
yeah,
point.
right,
That'd be
right.
cool.
Like, yeah, I got it from this, this fucking lady with alopecia. And
she wasn't
she
nearly
entrusted
as
it
cool
to
as she was
me.
when I first met her.
Yeah.
I was kind of glad when she died.
She
So-
handed it to me on a bus.
Yeah, she handed it to me on a bus. I just thought it was kind of funny because like, if they did a sequel to this and they brought her back for it,
kill her
So
off
does
right
she
away.
just put-
She'd have to die off, obviously.
Like
but-
right away though.
Yeah.
Like, can we just end her night real fast and then just start with the next clip?
So like that
You know?
blood that she had though, does she just put that on every doorway that she walks through?
I say, like, put it
I-
right there on the bus as soon as you get in the bus.
I,
I'm like,
I thought that was stupid too, but I
yeah.
think the only reason after I thought about it, I actually wrote that down. I was like, how stupid are you? You're gonna waste all that. You're gonna waste every drop of blood you have.
yeah.
But I started thinking about it. I think she did that because she wanted to find out who her collector was, knowing that he was going to be following her pretty quickly.
I don't think so. I don't think that's
I
the
think,
case.
Well, that star.
I
on
think
her
she just
hand
put it on there to
moved, didn't it?
indicate-
The
She
star
must
on her
have
hand
known
moved.
Yeah.
that guy was
Meaning
gonna
that
be there.
the game is starting. So she did it knowing that her collector was going to start following her. So she wanted to be able to see who it was.
I don't know.
That's how I interpreted it. Having thought about it for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see it that way. I just kind of thought she's just doing the doorway for no reason.
I thought I've always thought that
Doing the
until this
doorway.
time I watched it. And I was like, well,
I hope that ain't the case
Maybe.
because you're gonna run out of blood real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you
Yeah.
refill it with your blood.
That's not how.
I don't know if that's how it works.
yeah, I don't know if that.
They
I don't know.
emptied it.
Yeah, they emptied it, but she filled
Like,
it back
she
up
filled
with his
Breaker's
blood.
and
That's
I don't
what
know
I'm
if her
saying.
blood is consecrated yet. I think it has to be consecrated blood, and I
Like-
don't know if her blood is yet.
I think it.
I think you have to die first. I think you have to be a martyr.
I think
first.
it. No, I think it has to be on the night when you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Whenever the
That's
seven
what I'm
stars
saying.
align.
I think you have to sacrifice yourself before your blood is.
See, that's the thing about
consecrated.
this movie that always kind of confused me. Like, there's a lot around that vial of blood that you're like, how, like, where does this stop and end, and where does this go?
I think it's a consecration. You know, sort of like holy water.
I get it, yeah. Like, I figured, like, well, it's probably got to be the seven stars have to be aligned before you can actually use this blood. I was like, but at the same time, I'm thinking it would be a lot handier though if you could just fill it yourself.
yeah, just cut a vein. Okay,
But at the same time, if you could do that, then
it sort
the
of defeats the purpose. It's
yeah, it
sort
kind of
like-
defeats the purpose. Of
yeah.
like, he's trying to hunt you. He couldn't kill you though, because it would kill him.
Yeah,
Any kind of your touching you should hurt him.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know.
So I think it's sort of like once you've sacrificed yourself, then your blood is precious. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like you've given the ultimate sacrifice, which means that your blood is now
Yeah.
just as precious. You know,
I agree. I
Yeah.
because that's, well, if you think about it, he got it from Jesus,
right,
who had sacrificed himself on the cross
right.
for that
That's what
reason.
I'm saying. You've
So,
given the ultimate sacrifice for this cause.
Yeah.
So your blood has just become as precious. Like it's
Okay.
become
I guess that does
consecrated like
make
that.
sense given
Yeah.
that situation. So.
That's how I interpreted that.
Right.
Like that's how the blood becomes precious.
Okay.
Danny disappears and Geraldine rallies everyone to look for him, during which Roach sneaks the key out of Breaker's satchel. In the attic, Irene and Bob discover that Wally is planning
He's
to
a
attack
dick.
the post office. Wally being the old guy, right?
Crazy.
No, Wally was the postman that Cordelia killed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really,
I thought in the beginning he was like, but I didn't steal that or whatever.
He was claiming that he didn't take the mail and things like that, but then they later on
They find it.
find that he was taking the mail and he was reading everybody's mail, and he was he had a bunch of weapons and grenades because he was going to go take out the post office and himself
Very
because he
fucking
loved
offensive.
Cordelia or whatever so much or whatever.
He was
What
gonna.
did that have
He
to
was
do
gonna
with
try to like
Cordelia. Though?
I don't know. I didn't understand that.
the
either.
way I think it was supposed to go down was he was gonna go rob the fucking post office and think him and Cordelia were gonna run off into the sunset together with the.
No, because he had a suicide note,
Oh, fuck,
and that was
I
the
don't
point
know.
of the grenade vest was that he was going.
I thought that he just thought.
No,
that,
he was
like,
gonna
that would
go-
scare them.
he was going to go like blow the place up and kill everybody and shit, and he was going to leave the suicide note and dedicate it to Cordelia.
Well, I don't know how that.
I don't
worked at
understand
all.
how they're like he was going to do it for Cordelia. Like, what has she got to do with the mail?
Right.
Like,
I don't know. Man. I don't know. I don't know what that
Maybe
like.
to get her
Some grand
attention,
gesture of
or-
love, and she'd be like, "Oh, like,
oh, I
what's that-
love
what-
him,
what's
but
that
now
gonna
he's
work?"
blown to bits. And
Yeah, like how's that gonna work? Your plan is fail, Wally.
Yeah. And the who attacks the others? The collector possesses Uncle Willie, who attacks the others.
Oh, Uncle Willie.
he saw a bunch of titties.
he did. He did.
I love that he was the
okay.
bartender.
Okay. Wally and Willie. That's why I got confused.
Oh,
Oh. who attacks the others. While battling Willie, Roach makes a deal with the Collector to trade his life for the key, but the Collector betrays him and kills him after Roach removes the seal. Breaker retrieves the key in the battle, and Irene and Bob sacrifice themselves with the grenade vest, killing all the remaining minions in the attic. The Collector corrupts Danny through his comic book, turning him into a demon. He overpowers and mortally wounds Breaker before Geraldine kills him. With his last strength, Breaker initiates Geraldine as a guardian of the key next Demon Night by pressing the key to her hand. She sees a vision of the past while the 7-star tattoo is burned into her hand. Breaker then dies, deactivating all blood seals. The Collector and Geraldine engage in a confrontation at the climax in which Geraldine spits blood from the key in his face, causing the Collector to transform into a large demon before being destroyed.
I thought it was.
I think I can answer that.
No, that just irritated the fuck out of me because I'm like, why didn't they just do that to begin? Like, oh, a little bit of blood in his face, he's dead.
I think that this is the okay.
That scene always made me think of Golden Child.
Well, he got it in his eyes, didn't he?
Well,
he already said he couldn't die from the eyes. That's for low level demons.
well, this is what I think. I think it was easy for her. I'm just gonna read what I wrote because I think it was easy for her to kill this Collector because her fight is with the next one. Perhaps that fight is considered one when the last protector is killed and the next one is chosen. They just have to finish it out.
Maybe. Could be.
That sounds right, because how would Breaker? I think that's
Because this Collector and Breaker have been fighting for years.
Right.
So once Breaker's dead, that it's considered one. Like the fight was between Breaker and him, and that was Breaker's Collector.
Maybe, but either way, I don't know. There was nothing
that's
there.
How I interpreted
right. That
it.
you could interpret it however you want, but
Sure.
Nothing was explained. So
No,
that's how I left.
I'm taking it like
thinking
that
it,
because that was the fight between Breaker and that Collector, and it seems based on what you do find out through the movie that they're assigned.
Right.
So like once Breaker was dead, that Collector, it like the fight has been won. You know, that key, maybe, it's still possible. So that's why they're still there, but he's weakened, I guess is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like it would be easier for her to kill him than it would have been for Breaker to do it.
Maybe.
The game is rigged for Breaker and that Collector.
Yeah.
But it's not for her.
Right.
Okay. At dawn, Geraldine refuels the key with Breaker's blood and boards a bus with her cat, sealing the door behind them. Down the road, the bus stops to pick up a stranger who declines to get on. Dressed identically
Get the next one.
to his predecessor and carrying the same suitcase, Geraldine realizes that he is the next Collector. After exchanging a glance in passing, the new Collector begins following on foot, whistling the theme song to the Tales from the Crypt television series. Epilogue. The Crypt Keeper is preparing for the premiere of his film. He informs the viewer that Geraldine lives happily ever after and is enjoying traveling the world.
Oh, the Crypt Keeper said her name right, too. Sorry.
Once he arrives at the lavish premiere, the producers reveal their powers of Final Cut, ensnare him in a guillotine, and decapitate him, much to his delight.
I love the Crypt Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there it is. That's your movie. Bye. No, I'm just kidding.
Shortest episode ever.
Done.
Would it be the? Yeah, I guess it would be the shortest
No,
episode.
because I
Probably.
thought we'd had one that was like 58 minutes.
I don't think so.
No.
They've all. I think those.
I think the shortest one we've done was like an hour and 15. Something like that.
Oh.
Really, even that short?
Maybe.
I don't even think they've even been that short.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have to look back.
I would too. I'd have to go back and look, but
You
anyway,
would think that like he would have started sealing those windows as soon as that dude like started spreading blood around. He knows what's coming. He's been through this before.
right? Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like as soon as he started spreading that blood around, I'd be like,
Okay, well, we're gonna get you the
We're
fuck out of
sealing shit
here.
up.
Yeah. The worst thing that Billy Zane could have done though was jump out the fucking window.
They did
I know,
take.
like, why did he do that? I mean,
Yeah.
it lended to the funniness.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Why did he take so much time to seal
maybe he has to.
everything off?
Maybe he has to create them from Earth, though. Maybe
Yeah.
he can't do it inside.
They have to be from dirt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why did it take Breaker? That's the good guy, right?
Mhm.
Why did it take him so long to seal every door off? He was like taking his time.
Well, he doesn't know where they all are. I'm sure he had to like go through every room and every. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he kept stopping to talk, and he talked and talked.
Because he was answering questions. People were freaking out. He didn't want them to die.
Yeah.
So he's like, he's just trying to, get everybody to understand a little bit.
Yeah,
better.
freaking
Talk
out
and
people.
walk
Yeah.
Well, freaking out people is just as bad.
They can be just as dangerous.
Yeah, they're just as. Yeah, thank you. Just as dangerous as the demons are.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
he can talk and walk.
I guess, but I don't know. It's part of the fucking
Hour
movie.
32.
Well, it's,
I
it's the
would
same
say
thing.
about an hour and a half,
Spirited
probably.
Away.
It's,
Spirited Away,
it's
yeah.
about the. It's pretty much the same thing as like Bond villains talking and I mean it's
Divulging the entire
yeah,
their entire
movie,
plan.
It's a movie thing. Like that's just what they do.
Yeah, everything has to be explained.
Yeah, I suppose it's no accident too that he punched the only cop that had any brains.
Yeah, right.
Like he turned around and punched him and not Bob.
Yeah,
you
no
know?
shit.
Bob kind of makes me think of Officer Doofy.
Bob had a little bit more brains than Doofy.
What is that in my ass?
My ass.
Anyway, do you guys want to go over your notes, or do you have any
I am.
notes? Oh, you are? My
Yeah.
bad, dog. Shit.
Got fucked up.
I didn't understand why she got shitty about the cat.
I don't either. I'm like, it's a fucking cat,
Well,
dude.
and
like,
if he tells you that animals can be possessed
Possessed.
just like humans, wouldn't you want to make sure?
Where
Yeah,
was
right.
that cat in the
Yeah.
end, anyways?
yeah, she didn't even give a fuck about the
No.
cat at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
She's
the
like,
cat was
I
gone.
forgot
She
about
walked
that
on
cat.
She rolled on out,
cat.
man.
No, she had the cat. It was in that carrier.
Was
did?
it?
Yeah.
oh, she did.
That wasn't a suitcase she was carrying. It was the cat.
Oh, I
I
didn't
thought it was
realize
a
that. I wasn't
suitcase.
even paying attention.
No, I just didn't understand why she was so fucking pissy about him checking the fucking cat.
She's like, it's just a cat. There's
I
not. He's
thought
not
he was
possessed. Like,
trying-
dude,
There's no demons possessing my fucking. How do you know?
how do you know? Just let him test.
I thought
Just
he
let him
was
check the
gonna
fucking
kill
cat.
The cat.
No, he just wanted to make sure that it wasn't possessed.
And like I did, the one other one was Danny when they got upstairs and he wanted to check Danny.
Yeah.
Well, Danny got past the seal. He's obviously not possessed.
Yeah, but I understand why he'd want to make sure. But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I
too.
mean, I
Like,
guess
he did
like,
walk past the seal.
He already got past the seal, so he's good.
Yeah,
I didn't get that one either.
and I didn't understand how he could possess people. Like he said, if you go out there, you'll get possessed. But they got possessed inside the place anyway.
Well, I think it's just like you lower your odds quite a bit. Like,
Maybe.
if you go
How did-
outside, like you're done for. Like I'm not.
Right.
How did he rinse all of the blood out of her white clothes?
I wrote that down. I put.
yeah, she was like after he drenched her in like water or whatever,
like perfectly.
and
I
then
wrote-
she was dry as fuck
I wrote
too. She
covered
wasn't
in-
even wet.
I wrote covered in blood. Gets in the shower. Her shirt and underwear stark white. I can't even get my laundry to do that. What kind of soap did he use?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
can I?
Demon
hire,
soap.
Can we hire him to do our
Demon
laundry?
soap.
Like,
Demon soap.
Yeah, I need that kind of.
And then
soap
she was
in my
like
laundry.
instantly dry. So I was like, all right.
Karen, you just hire him to do your laundry.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
And then he could say love when he was talking to Cordelia, but he couldn't say it when he was talking to her.
Love
Ugh.
you.
The only thing I can figure is that he was lying to Cordelia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously he was lying to Jada Pinkett Smith too. But...
Well, but he was lying like in his head.
yeah, but he wasn't
He wasn't
saying.
trying to say it
He
out
wasn't
loud.
saying "I love you."
But he wasn't trying to say it out loud though.
Yeah, that's
he
true.
was saying it in his head and he
Yeah.
was lying. You know
Well,
what I
he
mean?
was also, but it's also part of his fucking character.
I
to be-
know.
To
I know.
say, like he could say love, he just didn't want to.
you
know what I mean? Like,
fucking funny.
He was just being a
It's
smartass.
so fucking funny.
You,
You think you can find it in your heart to
me,
me?
That was pretty funny.
That
Billy
was
Zane
hilarious.
kills it in this fucking movie.
He does. And I bet none of the other collectors were nearly as fun. as
No,
him.
hell no. Like the one at the end of the movie, the
He
black
seemed
dude.
very like all business.
He's like all
But
business.
so
He's
did
like,
he at first.
yeah, I guess maybe a little bit, but
No, not a little bit, a lot of it.
a lot of it.
No. Yeah, airbags. You gotta love them.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it was still comedic on that.
yeah.
Well, we didn't get that much time with him. The one at the end.
That's true. It
I
could
love
be
when-
fun.
Uncle Willie in the Uncle Willie part when they cut his head off and it starts to attack him again. He's like, "Oh man!" And then like the kid like goes over and he's like puts the thing on him. He's like, "Get the eyes, get the eyes!" And you hear the head go, "I heard that."
Yeah, I heard that part. I heard him say that. He's like, I heard that.
Duh.
It's funny.
How did he talk?
He still had a mouth,
He was a demon.
your
He
He's a
was
demon,
possessed.
though.
You need your throat to talk.
but he's a demon.
Demon or not. I'm sure demons have throats.
It's a movie.
Ventriloquist.
Sure.
He's a ventriloquist at that point.
Oh.
The body
Well,
would still make noise.
I'm sure the guy at the end was funny because I think all demons are funny because even like the low level demons were like trying to be funny.
Yeah, I love when like the guy kept shooting him and he was like hitting him top of the head or whatever, and he's like,
All right, so aside from Breaker and the Collector, who are your favorite characters?
"Oh,
You can't choose either of them because obviously they're fun characters, especially
Irene,
Irene, oh, the
the
owner.
landlady."
Yeah. What about you,
He's like, "Oh, here's your arm back," and she's
Irene.
Irene?
Yeah.
What about you?
Officer Bob.
like,
He does get hardcore at the
he
end.
does,
though.
he does get hard.
Like, he
I'm
could
gonna-
have walked away. Like he didn't have to die with her.
He didn't
want her
to die
But I
alone.
found something more.
You know, like when you take your car in for a lube job. Shut up, Bob.
Yeah. It's more like it was more like a lube job and a tune-up. Shit was funny.
Officer Bob's my favorite.
I think my favorite would have to be. I'm gonna have to go with Irene too. I liked her a lot.
I like
She was
when
pretty
I like
fun.
that part when he offers her her arm back
Yeah,
and she goes like this, and he's like, "Is that a yes?" And she's like, "That's me giving you the finger, asshole."
I'll be back.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty awesome. Her and Roach served a purpose, and he had his moments where he was just a douche.
Mhm.
But I like the actor, so that's another thing. But I think aside from that, though, yeah, I'd have to agree. Like, yeah, and the Crypt Keeper.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
We're talking about main plot.
Yeah,
here,
main plot here.
Yeah, main
so.
plot. It's got to be Irene outside of Breaker and the Collector.
But anyway, you guys.
That's it. That's all I got.
Good,
That's
good,
all my,
good.
All of my notes.
Yeah.
Good. All right, let's go ahead and get into rating it. Let's rate this movie.
Let's rock out this bitch.
Let's start with me.
Whoa, we're really getting outside of it today.
I think for me, I love the movie. I've always liked this movie. There's not even a lot to say about the movie. I love the practical effects for one.
Yep.
I love all the like practical demon effects. I'm a monster movie
I wrote
guy.
that down,
I love
too.
monster movies,
Yeah.
man. I fucking love monster
You
movies.
stole some of my notes from my
Sorry, man.
rating. You son of a
But the
bitch.
practical effects, Billy Zane kills it. What's his face? William.
William Sadler.
Sadler.
Bill Sadler. Depends on what movie. he's
Yeah,
in.
whatever movies. Yeah, it depends on. He goes by Will and William or Bill.
Bill.
But I like him. He's awesome. But I love him in everything too. Like we just watched him in
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted. He was in
he-
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, and he did a lot of stuff for Tales from the Crypt.
He did. Yeah, he was in a lot of Tales from the Crypt stuff. Actually, he was in.
episode 1.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was, and he was. He was also in the second movie too. At the beginning with the Crypt Keeper,
Mhm.
he was like,
He played
mummy
Death
or something,
a
yeah.
lot
yeah,
in Tales from the Crypt.
yeah. So I really like him. Even Jada Pinkett Smith in this movie was awesome. Like I liked her for that time. She was awesome.
Mhm.
Also, the whole cast kills it. Really though.
What
I
they
think-
were there in the movie to do, they did well.
Yeah. So, and this is top tier horror for me. Like I love it because it's fun. It's not overly scary, but it is scary, like monster movie scary. I'm going to give it an 8.5. I love this movie. So, Madison, go ahead.
Me? Oh, I'm honored.
I'm honored.
I really like this movie. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I don't know why. I think it was because of the name, Tales of the Crypt.
From the Crypt.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
No.
No.
Yeah.
You said
I'm gonna
Tales
let
of
you
the
borrow the series. I have
Okay.
all of the seasons.
I had them all. I don't know what I did with them.
You'd think
Not
they
on
put 'em out
DVD or anything.
Blu-ray.
You think they would? I'd buy that in a heartbeat.
No shit.
100%.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd
That is
I'd
weird
pay.
that they haven't done it. But then again, Masters of Horror was the same way.
It's true.
Why didn't they release all that shit? Because those were
Sure.
good fucking
Those
movies.
were good. It's really
Well,
good.
it was a good series.
Yeah.
I'd rather have it on VHS. Keep it old style.
Nah,
Hmm.
not me.
Nah.
I want it on Blu-ray.
No, I want it on
VHS is cool for nostalgia reasons, but like I wouldn't be able to watch it. It's just like,
Yeah.
damn it, it's tracking
It's got to
again.
be for like you got to have like a Halloween.
And eventually
movie
they
or
wear out.
something,
That's-
and then you
that's
got
the
to play
real
it in
problem.
the
Like I said, I'll
background.
just keep it for
If
collecting.
you have like a Halloween party,
Yeah.
you got to play it in the background on the VHS. But other than that,
That's what I'm saying.
quality's
Keep it as a
kinda low.
collecting.
Oh yeah, a collection would be awesome. Yeah, for sure. The old VHSs, which are hard to find anymore. VHS movies are hard to find.
Go to Goodwill.
Some of them.
Unless they're shitty.
Yeah, unless they're shitty movies that nobody cares
Or
about.
somebody
go to
taped
Goodwill.
over them.
hmm
go to Goodwill.
Which I've done before. I've taped over other movies
Oh,
before.
man. We've got a lot of those collectors.
Hmm.
Goodwill collectors.
No, VHS is getting taped over.
Oh.
Anyway, go ahead.
I really like this movie and stuff, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say. When do I ever? So I'll give it an 8 because I really did like this movie a lot more than I thought I was.
We give a lot of movies 8s. Like it's not
pick a
a
lot of good
9.
movies.
It's a good movie, but it's not that good. Like 9's getting close to perfect territory. We're like, so if it's like really good, we're like 8.5. So that's just how we are.
It's true.
Like there's not a lot of 9s and 10s. There's not a 10, I don't believe.
No, there's.
I'm pretty
there's
sure
never
I
been a
gave
10.
The Goonies a 10,
I think you did actually.
Yeah, I think you did.
but I just really like that movie.
I'll never give a 10.
I don't think I would either. I might go 9.5 on something, but
I think 9's the highest I've went so far. And I don't remember what movie.
9. I've given a 9 before. Yeah.
I think I've given it a 9 before also. I'm not sure.
Thank you.
Anyway, Eric, what do you think, man?
So I really enjoy the acting, I guess, like you said, the
Practical effects.
practical effects, the score. I really enjoy the
yeah,
score.
the
of
music,
movie.
yeah.
Man, it's not a whole lot you can really say bad about the movie.
There really
I mean,
isn't. And one of the best things about it is it all takes place at the same place the entire
Yeah.
movie. So
yeah, and there's not really anything you can really pick at that's like,
no, not a lot of movies can pull that off though either. You know what I mean?
no, you really can't. So I'm going to go in here and say an 8.5, just like you, because I can't think of anything bad, but it's not fucking 10.
It's not balling
Yeah,
either.
I can't
Right,
go
right.
really too much higher
Yeah,
than it.
there's no such thing as a Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
Anything that's 9 worthy or 9.5
Right.
worthy. You know what I mean?
I
This
want
probably
to.
is like the pinnacle of Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah,
like
I want
even
to.
Bordello, even Bordello of Blood
I
wasn't
don't know.
this good.
Bordello Blood, man. That's kind of.
I know. Like it's got its stuff, but
it's hokey in all the right ways.
Yeah.
It's that Tales from the Crypt hokey.
yeah,
Like, this was
exactly.
the
It's
Tales
less
from the Crypt-
horror than and
This
more.
was Tales from the Crypt horror, and Bordello
Yeah.
Blood is the Tales from the Crypt hokey.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
you had
exactly
both
what that
in the
is.
Series.
Yeah.
What's that axe murderer movie? I'm dating an axe
So,
murderer.
so I married an axe
Oh, so I
murderer.
married an axe murderer.
Yeah,
I get the Tales from the Crypt vibe on that movie.
a little bit. That's
Like
more
the same
comedy
kind
though.
of-
Yeah, it's more comedy than
Direction.
it's yeah.
Yeah,
It's that's what they would call a dark comedy.
yeah.
Mhm. Tales from the Crypt always had some kind of like moral compass
Yeah,
in their
Yeah.
stories.
yeah,
Like, don't be a douche. This is why.
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karen, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
What?
Oh, damn.
No, go ahead.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
I think Madison's saying you should have watched more Tales from the Crypt.
No, God.
What's the matter? You gotta go pee or something?
No, I went pee before we started.
That's the.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
fuck
gotta
you,
poop?
up.
No.
Are you happy you're gonna fuck me up?
All right.
You guys, already said pretty much everything I was gonna say. Like, practical effects. Like, I really did how they, I liked how they took the humans and made them like demon hybrid kind of hybrid human demon
Yeah.
things. I really liked that. Like having them like being in between that transformation phase. I really liked the way they made them look.
Creepy fuckers.
Yeah. and then and how they were all different. You know, like Cordelia started to change, and she changed almost pretty quickly. Like she had the tail, and she was starting to change really quickly.
Yeah.
Whereas Uncle Willie just started to kind of look a little
Zombie-ish.
creepy, yeah, a little zombie-ish, and how like all of their transformations were different.
I think the kids was the best.
Yeah. Like it's just interesting how they did that. I really like that. And I really like the green mouth thing.
Yeah.
That was really cool because it shows sort of like that hell from within sort of thing. I thought that was kind of cool. And I really like the score, like you said. I feel like that, especially the very beginning song, that swell, how it plays into the car chase and it comes down. It's the first time you've ever heard that song play out like that in a movie, and it hits. And the acting is amazing. You know, the only things you can really hit it on is for some of the, you know, like like the Crypt Keeper walking and having that green screen, and it doesn't really hold up so great. But I mean, my God, it was 95.
Awesome. It was awesome back in the day.
And for
though, too.
95,
Yeah.
it looks damn good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was awesome back
does.
then, though.
You can
Like,
barely tell if
Like,
if
it's like
I
you
wasn't
said, though,
looking-
I remember first time seeing him walk, like full body walk
yeah, you're
across
like,
the screen.
whoa.
It was awesome
Yeah,
because you're like just used to just seeing his arms and his head.
Yeah, like I was full on. I love the moral story in this and like how they played it out. It was very different, but very Tales from the Cryptish at the same time. And I loved the dynamic. I loved Billy Zane in this movie. He is by far the best part of the movie. And for my mom, I am gonna go to 9. Mine was 8.5, but I'm going to 9 for mom. So
Damn, a fucking 9.
we're at 8.5.
8.5. That's pretty good for a movie so dated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Especially
I mean,
one that doesn't get
you-
a lot of attention either.
right? And you can't like it. It's dated, but it's like I said, there's only a few times that you can really tell
Yeah.
that
yeah.
it's dated.
Yeah.
It doesn't the effects and stuff are not that bad considering how old it is. I fucking love that movie. I'm glad I picked it.
I'm glad you picked it too.
I'm glad I picked it. I'm so cool.
I've been wanting somebody to
I-
pick it for a while.
I really struggled. I did. I really struggled. I had like four movies I was struggling with.
Are we about to do critics
The-
and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stop playing with
Critics.
that.
Critics. I'm going 65.
54.
Critics never like cool stuff.
I'm actually going to go low on this one because I got a feeling critics are going to fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 35.
It is Eric's gonna take it. It's 39%
Damn.
on critics.
They really hated
Yeah,
it.
they don't like it at all.
Fuck
I had
them.
a feeling
Critics-
critics are going to be fucking haters.
There's not even a consensus on this. There's only 36 critic reviews.
Well, that's why it's only 30%.
Uh, 59.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say 65 again.
I'm going to go 72.
65. 65%.
Woo!
Cheater.
10,000 ratings.
Were you
10,000.
looking in the mirror?
Yeah,
She was.
Oh.
because there's a mirror down here.
You know what I mean.
Okay, I'm gonna try to give a few
You're
here.
reading off Denzel's glasses.
Denzel.
Denzel. Sorry.
I get it now.
Okay. So here's a half a star. Really bad movie and
They're
waste
wrong.
of time. Don't bother watching this movie. If new to the Tales from the Crypt movies, avoid this one. The other ones are watchable, in my opinion.
There's only one other Tales.
Yeah, I was
oh,
gonna say, there's only two fucking
there's
movies.
There's two Tales from the Crypt movie. Two more Tales from the Crypt movies. I just found out that there's a trilogy, and I did see the third one. I just forgot about it because it's not.
What is it?
There's 3.
I have it in trivia. I
Okay.
forgot. I forgot what it's called. There's 3 movies.
We should always like this.
No, let's not. Anyway, this one was just boring. Where these
But
people
if this one is the bad one,
were
and
battling.
Bordello of Blood and the other one are good, like that
Yeah.
dude, I don't trust his opinion on anything.
This one was just boring, where these people were battling demons. Only watched once. Won't waste my time on watching it again. Okay, then.
Okay.
But why?
Well, but my thing is like he's comparing it to the other two movies. Bordello Blood, okay, don't get me wrong. It's entertaining.
It's not terrible.
It's not
It's
terrible.
got fucking. It's got
it's the hokey. It's
what's
the
his
hokey
name?
with Corey Haim.
No. What's his
Dennis
name? Dennis
Miller.
Miller's in it.
Erica, what's her last name? I don't remember. Erica, she played the chick in the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh yeah. She was the daughter in Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah,
She was in that, wasn't she?
yeah. She played Corey Haim's sister, or Corey
Yeah,
Feldman's
she's
sister.
the protagonist.
Yeah,
Well, next to
yeah.
Dennis
And then the dude that was in
Miller.
shit. God, I can't think tonight. The fucking
Weren't both Corey's
the
in this?
vampire movie with Charlie Brewster. Freaky Friday. Fuck, what was it called?
Freaky Friday.
No, it's not Freaky Friday. It's something Friday.
Something Friday, like a vampire movie.
Yeah, it's a vampire movie. Hold on, my God! Like I'm having such a moment.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's not Fright Night.
Fright Night, yeah, Fright Night.
Yeah, it's
God,
Fright
what am I
Night.
thinking about? Yeah, the guy that played the
You said
vampire in Fright Night,
Friday.
the first one,
Mhm.
he plays the preacher.
That's right. He does.
Doesn't
he get decapitated or something? I can't remember. I know he dies.
Yeah, Chris Sarandon. And
It's been so long since
Yeah.
I've seen Bordello Blood.
oh, I've seen Bordello Blood. About
Anyway,
1,000 times.
here's a star and a half. I did not like this film. I will say Billy Zane gave a 110% performance. He's not wrong there. And made the best of this movie. That's about it. Better than Bordello of Blood, but still crap.
You know who Roach, like, you know who he looks like? He looks like a mixture between Arnold Schwarzenegger and John Cena.
But smaller than both of them.
Yeah, but like his face,
Yeah.
you get what I'm talking about,
I
right?
can
Yeah.
kind of see it.
Here's a 2-star. On first viewing, this is a mildly entertaining movie in large part due to Billy Zane's performance. Unfortunately, it feels like a TV movie or an extended episode and lacks real scares, but it's trashy fun for horror fans. I mean, you have your opinions.
Too bad they're wrong.
Too bad they're fucking wrong.
Some opinions just aren't
Yeah.
right.
Here's a 1-star. Tales from the Crypt movies are always wildly uneven, and this follows in that vein.
There's only 3.
Can you read a positive one for a change? You're really bringing down my mood here. Like,
No, I mean, like, honestly, like, they keep saying Tales from the Crypt movies. There's literally 3.
Right. Yeah, there's not a
Like,
lot.
it's not like this is like some.
All right, here, I'll
director-
give you a
They did it right.
5-star.
They stopped
Let me
at
find you a
3.
5-star.
I-
5-star. I loved it. It has a lot of action. It's a must see. Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, that's all he said.
Oh.
Here's a 1.5. The second you take away the funny moments and the goofy one-liners, Demon Knight then suffers from lacking a reason to exist. Just watch the Tales from the Crypt show instead, or watch Creep Show.
Okay, but it does have that stuff, so
Yeah.
it does have a reason to exist.
Some people are just dumb, Madison. You'll realize that about life.
I've already realized it.
3.5. Boring but cool gore. Okay. Here's a 1.5. The script, plot, and whole idea is over the top silly, but damn, it is fun. Damn, is it fun? Then why is it a 1.5? Watching The Crypt Keeper is just classic. Then why is it a 1.5 if it's fun?
They must have like meant to hit like 4,
Yeah.
and then
have
like
big
they had like a
thumbs.
seizure, and it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, fuck
yeah,
it.
they have big thumbs.
Here's a 1.5. Interesting idea, but poor acting and badly executed. Whatever you say, man. I'll give you one more. If I can find one. Give me a 1-star. Here we go. Ooh, that's too long. I'm not reading it.
oh, I found one. Oh no.
It's like a fucking
Thought you liked the
book.
long ones,
I don't
Dad.
like the long ones. I like the short, stubby ones.
He wants a long, hard one, just like Uncle Willie.
Yeah. Here's a medium one. This one's short and stubby. I like it. Here's a 2-star. I've always been curious about this one in particular, seeing the ad in the back of comic books and so on. And I've got to say, I had really high expectations, and it's a shame. I don't know what I was expecting. Something along the lines of Bordello of Blood, maybe, even though that's a sequel.
Why does everybody keep
Mom,
saying
like,
it
Bordello
smells
of Blood
like
is
bug
better?
poison.
I don't know. Unfortunately, Demon Knight takes a concept that's incredibly
I think
overdone.
it's because Bordello of Blood has more titties.
And windows.
Maybe, yeah.
There's a lot more nudity.
I bet it's got a higher budget though too. I bet it had a higher budget.
Probably, but there's a lot more nudity and sex in Bordello of
Right?
Blood.
Yeah. Where was I?
You want to pick a movie that's really shitty we could watch? Blood Rain.
Oh yeah, that movie was
God,
bad.
we're not watching any of that guy's
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, that movie was bad.
Unless we're gonna do like one for the Patreon and we're gonna
Right.
tear it apart.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Demon
We don't
Knight
do
takes.
a lot of bad movies.
No, not on here.
No, not really. Unfortunately, Demon Knight takes a concept that's incredibly overdone in horror and doesn't do much with it. Okay. Good versus evil and a colorful group of folks whittled down until there are only one or two left. As much as I liked seeing William Sadler play the hero role for a change and enjoyed Billy Zane's bizarre, amusing antics, the film was a paint-by-numbers affair, lacked the sharp dialogue and interesting characters, cameos of Bordello of Blood, or Bordello, and worst of all, was kind of boring.
What was paint by numbers about it? I'd really like
I
to know.
mean, I understand what he's saying by paint-by-numbers, like killing off character. You know who's going to die. And you can almost guess who's going to survive by the end. It's just it
well,
is
yeah,
a-
by the end because you're only left with a few
right,
people.
but at the same time, that is the concept of movies, man. Movies have to be, you have to want the ending to.
I mean, at the beginning, you don't really know, and
Yeah.
you don't really know until.
I mean, don't get me wrong. At the very beginning of the movie, you don't know that Jada Pinkett Smith's character is going to survive. Like
Mm-mm.
she's just another character.
Mhm.
You know, for all you know,
I'd say
it's,
you don't really know for sure until the Uncle Willie thing, because then by then, Irene and that guy are going to kill themselves. You know that, and Danny's not going to be the one.
I would say you realize who survives. Danny could have survived. He could have been a survivor. He's a kid. That is something that
Yeah, but
Could have
he's
gone
not
either
going to
way.
be he's not going to be the protector.
he's not going to be the protector, no. But I will say that who's to say that Cordelia, who's the prostitute, couldn't have survived, been
Sure.
the antagonist by the end.
Yeah.
Because she's a prostitute, maybe, and she changes her ways and she has that redemption.
Well, if you look at Bible stories, it's usually the sinners that come out on top in the Bible.
And that's what
So,
Jada Pinkett Smith's character was too,
exactly.
though, because she got caught
Exactly.
stealing. She was out on work release, So I
And
understand.
That's my point. Like at the beginning, you don't know who it could be, and I would argue that you probably don't know until, like I said, until Uncle Willie dies, and then you're left with this bundle of people.
This little bundle, yeah.
And then you see Irene and Bob going down, and you're like, "Oh, they're dead." Well, it's definitely her.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay, love it or hate it, it doesn't matter. It's a great fucking movie. I don't
Yeah.
care what Rotten Tomatoes says. It might be an acquired taste in some aspects. It's definitely for.
Well, I think it goes back to what we said about Critters. It's an older movie, and younger crowds getting
Yeah.
into things like that. I don't know. They're the crowd that has been growing up watching nothing but hero movies.
Right.
They
yeah.
haven't had the chance to really be able to watch a myriad of things. And
Yeah, anymore. If it's not a Disney movie or a Marvel movie, it's garbage to most of these kids. So, like, and entertainment is dying, or I wouldn't say dying. It's shifting, and movies aren't what people are looking for right now.
Mhm.
So, anyway, that's all I have.
That
What do you
light
got?
Scared the balls out of me again.
Oh, it fell again.
I didn't
Yeah.
even see it
I
fall
didn't
this
either.
time.
I saw it out the corner of my eye, and I thought it was
Stupid
coming
light.
down to whack you in the head.
Anyway, what do we got for trivia, Karen?
Sweet ass trivia with Karen.
Not much.
Really?
Really?
Hmm.
All right. So this is Billy Zane's.
Gets me every time.
This is Billy Zane's personal favorite film / performance of his own.
Probably because people always praise him for it. Like, dude, you were awesome in Demon Knight.
Fuck yeah, he was. He said he really had a great time with this movie, and he really loves it.
You can see it.
Shit.
He really didn't have to do anything though. Like he wore the same clothes the entire. There was nothing physical about what he had to do. He literally was just He's probably just walking around set like, "Hey guys, what's going on? Oh, you got to do that
Cowboy
terrible stunt.
shit.
That sucks. I'm gonna stand down here and talk a bunch of shit." You know what I mean? Like,
pretty much. It's purposely released on Friday, January 13th, because the Tales from the Crypt movies were originally to be tied with traditional horror weekends such as Friday the 13th or Halloween. The green slime was taken from glow sticks, which the FX crew disassembled. Demon Knight was a script that had been circulating in Hollywood for a number of years, although it wasn't adapted from EC Comics and lacked the normal standard morality play. The producers decided it had the right mixture of horror and humor to be produced as a Tales from the Crypt spin-off movie. Billy Zane came up with the gag of his character opening his mouth to reveal a sponge, which I really thought was hilarious.
oh, that was funny too because he like takes it up. He's like,
Yeah. At the end of the closing credits, the Crypt Keeper announces the forthcoming feature, Dead Easy, which was intended to be the second film in a Tales from the Crypt theatrical trilogy. Dead Easy, aka Fat Tuesday, was a zombie story set in New Orleans, but it was eventually abandoned, and the third film, Body Count, also went unproduced. Ultimately, a Tales from the Crypt trilogy was completed, with Demon Knight being followed by Bordello of Blood and Ritual in 2002.
"Ritual?
Ritual. The studio,
Why have I heard of this?
You've probably seen it, you just deleted it from your memory like I did.
Uh,
The studio originally wanted Cameron Diaz for the role of
Curious.
Geraldine, but director Ernest Dickerson convinced the producers to cast Jada Pinkett Smith instead. The entire set was constructed practically in an abandoned airport hangar in Van Nuys, California. Since the bulk of the film was set over the course of a single night, this allowed the crew to shoot during the day. Breaker says he received the key from a soldier named Dickerson, a reference to director Ernest R. Dickerson. The name of the town Breaker ends up in is named Wormwood. Star Wormwood is considered one of the signs of the biblical apocalypse. This isn't William Sadler's first time in Tales from the Crypt. His first appearance was on the pilot episode as an executioner credited as Bill Sadler. Billy Zane also appeared in the Tales from the Crypt episode Well Cooked Hams. And that's it.
It had Tim Curry in it.
yeah, it had Tim Curry. What was the guy?
I should probably watch it again before passing
It's got
judgment.
Jennifer Grey in it. It's really the only big names. Kristen Wilson. She looks familiar. I might have to watch that sometime. Just out of curiosity.
Right.
Why does he have dreads? Why does the
Wow.
Crypt Keeper have dreads? Is there a reason for that? Like, does it
Fuck, I don't
does
know.
it pay to the? Is there a reason? Like,
I don't remember the
he had
story that well.
so weird. He's got fucking dreads. How weird, huh? Anyway, what are we doing next week, Joseph? Well, let me tell you. So, because it's the final movie or the final week, I should say, of October, and it's right before Halloween. I'm going to do a very, very gory Halloween special thing with a double event. We're going to do a double feature this week. We're going to do everybody's favorite clown. I know I'm not talking about Pennywise.
Darn.
We're going to do both of the Terrifier movies, 1 and 2. I will say now, I do not recommend you watch this with your children. These movies are These movies are extremely graphic. Like extremely graphic. They are.
What moves are graphic? What are you talking about?
I mean, there's not an ass load of nudity or anything, but like is very, very gory. Very gory.
Very descriptive. Gore.
Yes, it is. And so I don't recommend watching them.
I don't
around
think I'm
children.
old enough to watch them.
Dude,
I mean, I watched it and I was like, "Holy shit!"
I told
Like,
you.
Yeah,
I told you before you watched them.
I bought them both on
I
Blu-ray.
warned you.
I just got them both on Blu-ray.
every time that I went over to Caroline and Bella's, we'd start the movie, like in the middle of the night, we'd stop because everyone would fall asleep, and I'd be like, okay, well, I'm not watching this by myself. I'd pause it, we'd wake up, we'd start it again because nobody knew where we were at, and then we'd make it halfway through the movie, and then everyone was like, can we do something else? And I was like, I want to finish the movie. We've tried watching this movie 40 different times. I
Like-
don't know how it ends.
Well, you'll know now.
I never even tried to watch the second one, so.
The second one's a lot longer than the first one.
Uh-huh.
It's got a higher
excited.
budget,
I'm more
and
interested in watching the second one.
have you
honestly.
seen it?
I have.
Okay. The second one's better, don't get me wrong. It's got more of a story, I guess. But the first one is just kind of what started all of it, and I figured we have to go through both. I think it would be fun to go through both.
I don't disagree.
So, because the one picks up a year later after the first one on the following Halloween. So,
Like Halloween.
actual Halloween, yeah. So,
No.
they're very Halloween-esque movies. So, next week, join us for Terrifier 1 and 2, and for our final Halloween month movie nonsense. What is that? What do I want it for? Throw it at the camera?
You missed.
Yeah.
How'd you miss that bad?
I don't know.
Because
Kind of went by the camera. Probably looks pretty
It
good.
looked cool, though.
Yeah, it'll look cool.
Anyway, till next week, don't forget to check out all our social stuff and YouTube and Rumble and all this stuff down here.
Going over here doing spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers. But we'll see you next week whenever we do Terrifier 1 and 2. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.